Hey, what's up? It's Dawnna St. Louis here, and I am excited to see you. We're going to talk a little bit today about how to get unstuck out of that stupid sales rut that's kicking your ass. Because let me tell you, I have definitely been there. I've been in the sales rut. I know how badly it sucks. I know when you get stuck in that sales rut that sometimes it's just so hard to get out of it. And what's kind of cool is, I talk to my clients, and while, a lot of times they're doing well, they'll hit this point where they really get stuck in a sales rut and they can't get out of it. I get stuck in sales ruts and I have to go, okay, wait a minute. And I kind of have to backpedal and get myself out of it as well. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about, and so I'm going to give you the tips to get out of your sales rut and get you a really quick charge on getting your sales moving back quickly so you can make more money in the last quarter if you just follow some of these tips than you have, probably all year long. Anyway, my name is Dawnna St. Louis. I am CEO of highprofitzone.com. I am also an international speaker. In fact, I just got booked to do this amazing event in Russia. So I'm really excited about it. So I'll be going over to Kiev soon. So 5,000 people in the audience. I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, I'm also a coach. I'm CEO of High Profit Zone. At High Profit Zone, we help experts become successful high profit entrepreneurs. And the way we create that transformation is we have a very specific step-by-step blueprint process that we use to get them from being where they are to where they want to be. So we create a transformation. And then on top of that, once we help them get transformed, instead of charging money with like monthly coaching fees and that type of thing, we actually do a percentage of their engagements that we help them get booked. So that way we know that they're being successful. That's why so many of our people have a very high return on investment from our events, because our programs literally turn people into high profit entrepreneurs. The ROI is damn near guaranteed. Anyway, so let's get into it. Let's talk about that sales rut. And oh my God, that sales rut and how it kicks the crap out of you. And when you're in it, it makes you feel like a loser. Like you really feel like you are just, conversations aren't going well. You feel like you're saying all the things you're supposed to be saying on the phone. You're doing all the things you're supposed to be doing. You're making all the magic happen you're supposed to be making. And for some reason, these people just will not sign on the dotted line. What is their problem? Why are they not just signing on the damn dotted line, right? It drives you crazy. And so how do you get out of that rut? And that's what we really want to talk about. So let's talk about, before you get out of the rut, why you're in the rut. So usually the reason that people are in the rut is that they've done the following. They've picked up the phone, they've sent out the emails, they've had the conversations, and people are not signing on the dotted line. And they're giving you the reason why they won't sign on the dotted line. Oh, the timing isn't right. The budget isn't right. They were looking for something else. They decided to go another direction. Whatever it is, right? They don't want people who have curly hair, and hazel eyes are out of style. And did you walk in with all that ass? We can't have somebody with that kind of booty on stage. Oh my God, you're a female? God forbid. We can't have females here. I heard one time that you said a bad word and we're afraid that you're like, so you hear these excuses and you're like, oh my God, seriously? Am I running for president? Or like, what is going on that I cannot close these deals? What am I doing wrong that I cannot close these deals? And so it drives you nuts. So what's up, Taylor? What's up, Lisa? How you guys doing? So it happens. It happens to all of us. We get stuck in this sales rut. And what sucks about it even more is you're sitting here with this product and you're like, but this is the best freaking product on the planet. I made this product with you in mind, and I know that you need this product right now. If you stop being such a cheap bastard and just buy it, it will change your life, because I know it'll change your life. Why can't you see it'll change your life? And we go through all of these things, and at the end of the day, we get stuck in a rut, and we don't necessarily know what we need to say to get out of this rut, to get out of this thing. We don't know what to do, and it happens all the time. It happens all the time. In fact, it happened to a client of mine that I was talking to today, and he's just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm pushing and pushing and pushing so hard, and it's not going anywhere. Well, pause, stop. First of all, give yourself a little damn credit. The reason you're in a rut is because you created the most fantastic, amazing rut of all times. I mean, what else could hold such an amazing person than the rut that you specifically designed? You took all the time and effort. You kept doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it kept not working, but damn it, you wouldn't give up, and you kept pushing and pushing and pushing until you got so low into this deep chasm that you are in a rut. But it is a rut of your own making. It is the most amazing, stupendous damn rut that anyone has ever seen, and that's why you're stuck in it, because it's so freaking awesome. Congratulations for making a fantastic rut. Pat yourself on the back, because after all, what else could hold you except for a great rut? It's not like it's a shitty rut. It's not like it's a weak ass rut. It's a fantastic rut. You created a great rut. Congratulations. Now let's get out of it. All right. So I just want to start off on a high note. I just want you to recognize that you, my friend, did a great job on creating a great rut. Now let's get out of that fantastic rut. So the first thing, when you're in a sales rut, a lot of times what's happening is you've lost focus on something that's very, very specific. And that is you've lost focus on exactly what you're selling. So if I ask most people, as I do with all of my clients when they get in a rut, the first thing I ask them is, what are you selling? And if you're in a sales rut right now and you want to play along and you want to get some personalized Dawnna coaching, don't worry. If you don't want to come on camera, I won't make you. It's fine. But if you really want to get some personalized Dawnna coaching, I can see your comments, because even though, what's up, Sean? Even though I don't have glasses on, I got this phone far enough away, I could see everything that's in front of me today. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is, what do you sell? What is the product that you're selling? If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a speaker, whatever, I want you to write down, what do you sell? Write it down. Type it in comments. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to eat you alive. I actually took out the fangs today. You're going to be okay. My talons are a little short. Well, no, the talons are on. But the horns are away. So what do you sell? What specifically do you sell? Because this is where it all starts. You want to know the answer to this question. I can't tell you how many people I ask them what they sell, and they sit me in the corner and they go on for like 10 minutes telling me what they sell. So I just want you to tell me really quickly, what do you sell? I mean, that is if you're brave enough and you want a little bit of coaching and you want me to help you with your specific rut issue, I can. So let's talk about that. So most of the time, people will tell me stuff like this. Well, I'm a speaker, so I sell a keynote, I sell a breakout, and I sell some coaching. Other times people will say, Latif says he sells hope. That's awesome. I hope I said your name right, Latif. If I didn't, I apologize. There are some people who will say, well, I'm a consultant, and then they'll tell me about their consultant services that they sell, right? I go and I do an assessment, and then after an assessment, I do X, Y, I suggest these consulting services, and then at the end, I deliver those services. There are other people that they might be a coach, and so they'll say, well, I have a monthly program. People can call me, once a week and for an hour, and we'll have a conversation. And then, that's what I sell. I sell coaching services, whatever. If that was any of your answers, if you're like, yeah, that's basically what I do. I sell coaching, I sell speaking, I sell services, I sell consulting. Okay. That is probably not the right answer. So if that's what you're saying, please don't say that anymore. And I'm going to tell you why you don't want to say that anymore. Because what people really want, and Latif, I appreciate that you wrote hope, right? Thank you for doing that. But here's what I want you to think about. There are 3 things that people sell, right? The first one was content, information. Back in 1994, Bill Gates said the following: content is king. And at the time we had Blogger, we had all this stuff out there, and people just went and they started writing all these blogs and they started putting out all this information. And now we have actually put more information in a single day than we put in the entire 19th century. in a single day, we are outdoing the 19th century, probably most of the 20th century as well, right? But we are, at the end of the day, putting out a lot of content. So content in 1994 was king. This was before Facebook. This was before Google. This was before LinkedIn, right? Blogger was the big dog. And then what happened was content lost the throne. Content lost the throne because Google came up and Facebook came up and all these other things came up. And what people discovered was the following: that even if I give you a dictionary, it does not mean you can write a sentence. So content wasn't enough. People suddenly realized, holy shit, I got all the content in the world, I'm still an idiot. So content wasn't good enough. And for many, many, many years, people were selling lots of content. They were selling newspaper, data, all that, right? I used to actually be in the business intelligence industry, so I was in the data selling industry. Then what happened was content was no longer king, mainly because it became cheap and free because of the Googles, the Facebooks, the MySpaces, the LinkedIn. You could go and get content anywhere you want it, and it didn't cost you anything. So who took over? Solutions, results. And that's what most people are selling right now. I'm going to sell a result. I'm going to give you something that you don't have. I'm going to make sure that you have hope. I'm going to make sure that you have, shut up, Alexa. Alexa's talking to me right now. She's telling me something in the background that I need to do. Cancel that. No, seriously. I don't want to talk about it right now. Thank you. Cancel. She's really bossy. Anyway, the thing that they realized was that, okay, now I have to sell a solution. And so we started getting into this results-based commentary. We need to sell a result, right? I'm going to help you do X. Well, that isn't necessarily a result. It's a process. And that's what people really started selling. I'm going to show you how to turn a dictionary full of words into a book. I'm going to show you how to turn your piss poor skills into a sales process. So we started selling processes, and then beyond processes, we started selling results. Here is the thing. Processes came along. Results are currently king, but results are dying, right? So content is no longer king. Processes are no longer king. And even results are no longer, solutions are no longer king. The reason that solutions are no longer king is this. I can go right now, if I wanted to change the oil on my BMW, I could go watch YouTube, put in my exact make and model, put in how to change my oil, and get a step-by-step procedure on how to change the oil on my car. And that would be a solution. I want to go from having dirty oil to clean oil, as long as I remember to put oil in the car. People want to know how to do something, and a solution specifically is the process on how to do that. And we are delivering more and more and more of those solutions. However, solutions are losing their color and their sparkle, because at the end of the day, while the people are going out and they're trying that solution, what they've found is one size does not fit all. It does not. So I can go and watch your workout video and say, you know, I'm really trying to get abs, and I'm really trying to get great thighs, and I'm really trying to get these great arms, and I'm trying to do all this stuff. And still, in 3 months later, I'm still a fat ass, right? Like, I'm still got shitty arms, I still got a paunch belly, and I still got a bad butt. Like, all those things are still happening because that solution worked for you, but it did not work for me. There are people who go, oh, I'm going to teach you how to do sales. And while that sales process worked and people are watching how to do that sales process, what they're figuring out is that while this process has worked for others, it does not work for me. So selling the solution itself is losing value. So one of the reasons that people are in a sales rut is, quite honestly, is because they're not selling the one thing that they should be selling, and that is transformation. People are no longer interested in, how do I do a better push-up? How do I do more sit-ups? How do I have a better sales process? People are really interested in, how do I get that ass in those jeans? How do I go from this point of the leaderboard to that point of the leaderboard? How do you transform me into that person? How do I become the leader who can influence, ignite, and motivate people? How do I become the speaker or the consultant that doesn't have to work on all this stuff, but that I am actually a machine? Like, people want to know, they want the transformation, and specifically, they want the transformation customized for them. They are looking for a custom transformation. They are no longer interested, or they are losing interest in being one of the thousands that's sitting in your meeting. They want to be one of the 10 that's in your private group. So it's very, very, very different. So the first thing you have to ask yourself is, well, what transformation am I actually delivering to my customer? When they come to me and they say they want to be X, what is the X that they want to be? Whatever that thing is that they want to be, that's what they want. So if someone's coming to buy a house, they don't want to buy a house, they want to be a homeowner, right? They don't want to buy a house, they want to be an investor. There's something they want to be. So while you're selling the process and the product and the information, what you really want to do is recognize that you need to sell the transformation. That's number one. Here's your big number two. If you really want to get out of your sales rut, stop selling. Stop selling. Because one of the challenges, hey John, how are you? One of the challenges that people are running into is that we're spending entirely too much time selling. We are so hell-bent on getting the dollar and telling people they need to write us a check and give us money that we forget about this one very critical thing. We need to create the relationship. Do you know that on every sales conversation that I have, when they call me and they say, what's your dollars and date? I usually go, well, I'm not a canned good, but I guess if I were on the shelf, this is how much it would be. But if you'd like to call me and have a conversation, that's great. A lot of times people pick up the phone and they call me because I write something funny. And when they call me and they start to talk business right away, I'm like, you know, I would love to talk business with you, but at the end of the day, if you don't like me and I don't like you, and the chances of you not liking me are pretty great, but if you don't like me and I don't like you, we're not going to work together anyway. So if you really want to know who I am, well, I'm a Cancer with the moon rising, and you know, I like dogs. Cats tend to scratch at me. Right? I try to have a conversation with them. You have to know me. If you don't know me, you're not going to buy from me. Do your clients know you? Do they really know you? You know, I jokingly say that people who come through High Profit Zone, I'm like, listen, I sleep with 10 people every quarter when they come through High Profit Zone, and they become family members. Well, in truth, they do, because I really have to like them and know them, and they have to like me and know me to go through my program. So no, we don't do Facebook ads. We don't let 1,000 people come through. These are people who I really like that become a part of my family, and I really care about their business, and I recognize that if I know them and I love them and they know me and love me and we have trust between us, then they know that I am 100% invested in their success, and that's really what I want, right? Stop selling to your clients. Stop selling to them. Let them know you actually give a shit about them and who they are. And the only reason that you can actually give a shit about them and who they are is for you to know them a little bit. Know them. What do they care about? Why is it that that person wants that ass to fit in those jeans? Is there something special coming up? Is there something that's been bothering them for their entire life that they want to finally get over? Is there something that has nothing to do with their body that they just want to feel better about? Are they worried that because their parents and grandparents died so much earlier that they don't want to be another statistic? Is it that they have struggled all their life to finally make it to this leadership position, and now they really, really want to make sure that they're there and they don't want to screw it up? So quite honestly, they're terrified to be in this leadership role, and they really don't want to mess it up, and they truly believe that you can help them? If you're so busy hawking your $2,000 a month product and service, then how are you going to help them transform to what they want to be and get away from the fears, the things that they're terrified of? You really have to stop selling and start relating to your customers and start transforming them into what they want to be. And you also have to be more of yourself. Hey, there's a whole bunch of people, there is a laundry list of people, quite honestly, who don't like me. And that's fine. We should not work together. It's cool. If you're so worried that I'm going to get on your stage and I'm going to say a curse word that you can't hire me, don't hire me. I'm not going to do that, but clearly you don't know me well enough to know that I'm not going to do that, right? So there is something wrong. There's something missing. So you need to make sure that that your clients know you so well that when they say, listen, I know you normally speak like a sailor around me, and I'm like, girl, you already know I'm not going to say no bad words on stage. It's fine. Let's go. Right? They already know me. But if they said, and I need you not to wear heels, and I'm like, see, but I'm going to fall. I'm going to fall off the stage if I don't wear heels. I need to wear those, right? But you got to create a relationship with your clients and stop treating them like clients and start treating them as family member. Know why it is. What is their why? Why is it that they want this transformation so badly and so deeply that they're willing to go in their pocket and invest and make a change? Why are they willing to do that? You need to ask yourself that question. It is not just about your amazing product and service. It is about the transformation that they want in their life and that they believe that you're the superhero that's going to make that transformation. You need to be clear on that. And you need to be more of who you are. 100% more of who you are. Whoever that is, be that. Don't fake it to get their dollars. That's crap. Be 100% of who you are, so that way when you're out there and you start talking to them and you start acting like you, that they like you and love you for you, and when you say something to them, they know they can trust it because they know exactly what to expect. That's what you are. So you are not a coach. You are not a salesperson. You are not a speaker. You are not any of those things. You're not Joel G. Block, who I absolutely love. Hi, Joel. You are a transformation maker. You create transformations in people's lives so they can get past the challenges they're having, get past the fears they're dealing with, and get to the goals that they want to get to. You take them on that journey hand in hand, and they trust you to do that. That's what you are. So if you are in a sales rut, I guarantee it's because you are doing the same old thing that you've always done. You're not saying the thing, you're not speaking to your customer and building the relationship that you should be building. You forgot to be 100% of who you are, and you are not creating the transformation in the lives of your customers that they absolutely positively need. I challenge you to do those things. And I challenge you tomorrow to wake up and break the patterns of the things that you've currently been doing and start doing something different tomorrow. So that way your customers can feel something different from you. It will make all the difference in the world. All the difference in the world. Anyway, my name is Dawnna St. Louis. I run highprofitzone.com. If you are interested in getting in our next program, which we only allow 10 people to get into, then go ahead and give me a holler. I put the links in the description to highprofitzone.com as well as my calendar if you want to get on my calendar. And just to let you know what we do is we change people who are struggling in their business, and we turn these experts into high profit success stories and entrepreneurs. It has been absolutely fabulous. We do not do Facebook ads or anything like that because, quite honestly, we only let 10 people get in per quarter. That's it. So we're very specific about who we let in, and we're very amazing about the transformation that we make. Joel says, I realize I've been doing too much marketing and not enough selling. You're not doing enough selling. That is a thing, right? So people will I love this. Joel, I'm so glad you said this. I'm going to actually jump on this right now. So why do you market? So most people think that they market because, number one, first and foremost, if I market this widget, then people are going to buy my widget. They're going to click and they're going to buy, right? That's what they think. We really believe that and think that. However, do you know that's not what marketing really does? People have asked me, one of the questions I get all the time is, well, how are you so successful in your speaking business? How can someone from Kiev who doesn't even know you pick up the phone and go, yeah, absolutely. You go, we're dying for you to come over here and do whatever, right? How does that happen? Well, it's because I know what my marketing is really for. My marketing is to make it easier for people to know me. So that way, when I pick up the phone and call them, they already recognize the name. They recognize the voice. They recognize the face. They're like, Dawnna St. Louis, yeah, I know you. And people tell me this all the time. Well, it's easier for you because everyone knows you. No, it's not. It's not easy. It's not that everyone knows me. It's that they know my marketing, right? And so what I do is I leverage my marketing to create a warm conversation. So people don't even know how many, I have ads on LinkedIn that literally are just for people to get to know me. So that way, when I reach out to that event planner or that decision maker or that C-level executive or whomever, and I go, hi, my name is Dawnna St. Louis, they don't usually know why they know me, but they go, I know you from somewhere. It's not because they saw me on stage. It's because they've seen my marketing. My marketing turns my cold outreach into a warm touch point. It's not for people to pick up the phone and call me and immediately do something, although that would be nice. But what it's really for is that when I do the reaching out, they know who I am. So recognize that marketing, yes, marketing is greasing the reel. Oh my God, yes. And sales is ringing the cash register. That is absolutely positively true. And that's what you wanted to do. You want that when people pick up the phone and when you pick up the phone and reach out to people, that they go, oh yeah, I've seen that, I recognize it, I know it. It's right. It's the same reason that, you know, AT&T puts their name on stadiums, and why putting names on stadiums became so popular. Because quite honestly, a lot of these names we never even heard of until all of a sudden we started seeing these advertisements. We started seeing these names pop up. Oh, this is sponsored by AT&T. This is sponsored by CDW. Well, most of us don't even know what the hell CDW does. However, we know the name CDW, right? Means like, what is CDW? So when someone says, hey, I'm calling you from CDW, we don't know who CDW is. However, all of a sudden we're like, yeah, but I know the name CDW. So now it goes from a cold call to a warm call. Joel, baby, you know, we always should be working together. That's not even a question. And you know that my link, my calendar link is right there in the description. So just hit me up and you got my phone number. And if you don't, I'm going to text it to you right now. Or you just write it down. It's 954-558-5999. Joel, by the way, if you all don't know, Joel G. Block is the man. Like, he is the man. Like, I saw him get on stage and say, you know what I'm gonna do right now? Right now, I'm going to raise $50,000 in the next 5 minutes. Let's make that happen. Like, Joel is the man. He is no joke. Joel is a person that walks in and he's all like really smooth and stuff. And then he gets on stage and he just wrecks it. I love Joel. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Let's get you out of the sales rut and let's get you going right now. And Joel, I'm about to hang up and call you. I'll talk to you guys later. By the way, that's how you take action. You come on my live stream and say, hey girl, what you doing? Call me. Call me. Okay, I'll call you in 3 minutes, Joel. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.